You are there. You go. There you go. Why do I? Why do I even? Why? Yeah, we're the champions. Yeah. Thanks, Freddie. Thanks. We are. We're the champions. You know what? This is. What the hell? Let me get. We're still being covered up here. Let's. There we are. There we are.
I thought I had time.
Scooch on down that way. Scooch
you don't
on
like me
down.
that much?
No, not really. I got it.
Because I screwed up your opening?
Yeah, I mean it's funny, folks. So we're about a minute into the podcast, right? I'm trying to time everything correctly. That's why I'm looking forward to the new studio environment. I'll have a little bit better control of. I'm actually gonna try to get a soundboard. One of the things that you can actually coordinate everything to go off. And I'm gonna do that.
Are you gonna have like pyrotechnics and stuff too?
There may be some pirates who may or may not be technicians. I have no idea. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Pirates and technicians.
Pyrotechnics. Fireballs.
Oh, fireballs, balls of fire. No. By the way, remember this is just for entertainment purposes. Laugh, have a good time. We are gonna have a smoke. We are.
We are.
I gotta introduce. This is Pedro de Hialeah. Pedro D. Hialeah.
He's filling in for Seamus.
He's filling in for Seamus, which again, this is like the third time in a row.
Who apparently doesn't like us.
Lord, third time in a row, Seamus is not here.
You did shower, correct?
I did. I mean, I'm quite refreshed. I'm feeling fantastic. Bones, what's going on? Michael Carter, what is happening? You guys are the first to jump on it. I'm telling you. Seamus again is not here with us. Thomas Lockery, what's going on? Young man, listen, the best of the best are jumping on board right now. Where in the heck is our dear beloved Seamus? Our dear Seamus
is on the road again.
Yeah, he's actually, with this horrible weather we have going on. He was from Raleigh, and he said, "I'm not even gonna make it into Statesville, much less even my shipyard until whenever." So I told him, "Kiddo, just be safe, take care of yourself." He's on the road with a big truck. So Carolyn, what's going on, beautiful? I hope you guys are doing well. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday.
Yes.
And
it is raining. It could be worse. It could be snowing.
Snow is pretty. I like snow.
Until you drive in it.
Yeah, then it's absolutely not pretty.
Yeah.
Real quick, I got matches. I'm gonna light it with one of the big matches.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Nah, I'm good. And we are smoking today little natural robustos from the Doña Noli premium line of house blend cigars. Very excited about that. Look at that. I did that. One strike. And I got it going. I'm gonna toast this guy a little bit, just a little toast.
Since you did that, we'll get you a cookie afterwards.
I'm gonna eat several cookies, or stop eating cookies. I've been putting on weight like Lord bless it, man.
Stress eating like everybody else around here.
Thomas, what does he say right there? Can you read
that? About to be driving through some Pennsylvania snow, but it'll be tomorrow.
Gotcha.
For a smoke. I'll be listening on the way back.
Well, just be careful, please. Be careful. To any and all of our truck driver friends who follow us, who listen to us, we got some information we're gonna give you guys right now, so that you know where you can find us. We are currently on 3 Facebook pages. We are on the Duncan Echevarria page. We are on the Doña Noli Cigar Shop page, and then we're on the Doña Noli Cigars page. We're also on YouTube on Doña Noli Cigars, the YouTube page. We are on Periscope. We are on Twitch. The LinkedIn, we're on it, but we can't do the link to them. How weird, right?
Yeah.
We can't do a live link yet. Apparently, I got a letter from them that they are now working to have that set up as part of their.
So in layman's terms, they don't have a streaming service.
Yeah, they don't have that yet.
Okay.
I did apply, so that when that happens, we're already connected. So
Cool.
that'll happen. But I didn't know. I thought that LinkedIn was like pretty big and popular too.
It is, but it's supposed to like link people together looking for jobs.
Yeah, that's true. It's not quite like this.
No.
But we're also for the podcasters, which I know you guys are listening. Yeah, I'm sorry about the little mix-up early today when we first started the show a few minutes ago. I really wanted to start with "We Are the Champions," of course, which we don't own the rights to that. I found it on YouTube. I loved Queen. I love Freddie Mercury. I mean, one of the greatest musicians, in my opinion, of all times. And I love everything except for Bohemian Rhapsody. I've never understood.
That is sacrilegious.
Yeah, I mean, I like it, but I don't like it. The lyrics are this man who's killed the man, and then he's confessing to his mother, and then he's about to be. I mean, I was like, Lord bless it. How depressing.
So you took the lyrics literally.
Yeah, pretty much.
Why did you do that?
I don't know. I mean, I sometimes when I want to like learn a song. I mean, I don't know about you, but I used to like look up the lyrics and I would learn it. And, man, from day one that I read the lyrics, and this goes back years. I mean, this goes back years. I was like, oh my God, this is horrible. Who wants to sing this damn song? It sounds amazing.
So Freddie Mercury scarred you in childhood.
I'm not gonna say that. I am not gonna. Freddie Mercury did not touch me.
I didn't say touch.
Much less scar me.
I said scarred.
Freddie Mercury, bless you wherever you're at, my man. That's Michael right there, who's doing that. Mike, the man Striegel.
There's probably a long and distinguished list of ghosts to haunt me.
By the way, I don't know if you noticed, Pedro de Hialeah, which you gotta say like that, de Hialeah, which means of Hialeah, is wearing a beautiful guayabera, which is a traditional Cuban shirt. Now, this is guayabera done by Joseph Genovese of Guayabera Company, which is guayabera, the new form of, or the new style of guayaberas. Beautiful. I love the embroidery work. It has, the Cuban flag, the seal of Cuba. Of course, it's got the really kind of cool little cigar pocket right there for Pedro's little thingy, so he's got it going out. So
his little thingy.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean, like the little cigar,
Okay.
Pedro, I'm sorry, I don't mean you have a little thingy. What's going on, Kevin Corbley's the main man? How's everything? I hope you guys are all safe, hopefully warm. If you're out on the road, please be careful. Our good buddy Pedro right now is filling in for Seamus. Seamus is on the road. He's headed in to the truck shipyard. So be safe out there. If any truckers are listening to us, which we are now, as I said earlier, we're on Spotify, we are on Anchor, we are on Breaker, we are on Podcaster, we're on iTunes. I mean, so we're pretty much out there right now. So whoever's listening in any format, and if you're driving, if you're a truck guy, or if you're still working on the roads, please be careful. Just do that, please. Adam Brown, my main man, what's going on? Listen, all the best to you. I've been following you for a long time. You know that, Adam, on social media. I see that, you have some really good posts. God bless you, my man. If you're ever going through anything, understand this. You got a brother here. I pray for all of my friends. God bless you, Adam. Just understand this. We don't know each other on that level, but I got you. You're a strong man. Keep going. Do the right thing always. He had a near-death experience. Literally, this car blew within inches of impacting him and another person. So please, to everybody, if you're out on the roads, man, take it easy, relax, cógelo suave. Asier Abar, ahí está, maestro. Todo lo mejor para la gente linda de España. All the best to all of my beautiful people in Spain. By the way, in the words of Asier Abar, que siga la música, que la música es la vida. Let life and music be one. Okay, that's right there. Absolutely, Adam. Again, listen. Prayers are always out to everyone in these times. Whether you are out on the road, whether you're a business owner, whether you're just a guy who's going through something, we want to let you know, los tres Maduros, whether Seamus is here or not, but the three Maduro guys, we are always here offering, if nothing else, a little joy, a little mirth, a little make fun of us kind of stuff, So I want to say also a very special thanks to our sponsors tonight. Did you know we have sponsors now?
No.
You didn't know? I'm gonna take full ownership of my responsibility. I did this. I did this. We got
good for you.
We got some amazing people I want to thank for their support for the entire year, and we are proud to say they have supported us. They have supported this show. I'm gonna go ahead and put them up real quick because they deserve a phenomenal shout out. I wonder if I'm doing it the right way. Yes. So right there on screen, tonight's show is sponsored by, of course, Doña Noli Cigars, the only cigar shop in Statesville, which is, of course, our home base of operations. GTO Cigars from our good friend, of course, Dr. Oscar Rodriguez. By the way, those who know, smoke GTO.
That's a good tagline.
Did you know? Oh,
yeah, I've got a painkiller about that damn big around.
Mom, of course, we also have the amazingly mystical yet amazing line of cigars. I said it twice, amazing. That's how good they are. Hiram and Solomon, the ownership team of Fuad Kaushadi and George DeCrat. These guys are true Masons, and they have brought something out to the world when they created the Hiram and Solomon line of cigars. Very, very happy about that. Very excited. My cousin is a 32nd degree Mason, and a ton of his friends, that's what they smoke. So very excited to definitely be able to provide that for them. We carry the full line of Hiram and Solomon cigars on the website. Of course, Tabacalera Cafe, another doctor, Gabby Cafe. Again, the proud owner of Tabacalera Cafe out of Honduras. Makes Cafe 1901 cigars.
A very good cigar.
Very, very good cigar. I mean, it's like, Pedro, what do you say? Pedro says, absolutely good cigar. And last but not least, my best bud, my brother from another mother. It is the Viajante man himself, Kerry Horney. So that is Viajante Stogie Road. So these fine brands, these fine people have sponsored us, have supported us, have been there for us from day one, and we just definitely wanted to do that for them as well. So they are proud sponsors and supporters of this, your show, not ours, your show. So very, very excited about that, man. Great people reaching out, great people doing mutually helpful and beneficial things. So I'm very, very excited about that. SMIB, Smile My Indian Brother. Sure, I think that's what it stands for.
I'm sure he'll let you know.
I'm sure Adam, my
well, it could be Irish.
It could be Irish. My Smile, my Irish brother. There you go. I don't see why not. Smile, my Irish brother.
Or it could stand for something else, which is probably not a good thing.
I think so. And then of course Carter with a G. That's like the whole Masonic, symbol right there.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Carter's always on top of it. He is on top. No. I didn't think it was. I didn't think that SMIB was that. I'm sure. Listen, look.
I could have come up with a lot worse.
Look who's talking here. I mean, it's like the insanity that comes out of this shiny head is it's unheard of. But I really want to say thank you to everybody who's been supporting, who's been doing so many wonderful things with us so far. So I'm very, very excited about that. How's that cigar, by the way?
Excellent as usual.
Man, I'm telling you, I gotta stop talking so much and at least just get a good puff, a few puffs in.
Every time you take a breath, how about you puff on it or something? And it still stayed lit through all that talking. That's a good quality cigar there.
Shows you the quality of cigar. So, real quick, I'm sure you guys have seen us smoke the house blend ad infinitum here. But we're very, very excited about this because, as I mentioned to you guys, we do this in a 25-count bundle in 3 different sizes: the Robusto, the Toro, the Torpedo. We're also doing straight through the end of the year. We know how things are going on. I mean, we know that everything is tough. Most assuredly, I will. Yes, I will. It's been tough for everybody. So what we did is we did a buy one get one half off. So instead of the cost of 2 bundles being $110,
right,
it's only now $82.99 for 50 cigars. So you get a great savings. You are able to really stretch that buck a little bit more.
That's a great way to refill your humidor if you're running low.
Yeah, let me tell you, as a daily, not bad for a damn daily.
That's what I smoke.
Shoot. When we do the buy one, get one half off, the price point of the cigars comes down to like about $1.66, so it's not bad at all. So very, very exciting.
That's like the really cheapo, like Dutch Master prices.
Yeah, and yet you're getting like
a way better quality cigar.
I mean, I have one of the, with the information I'm going to relay with this one. I've gotten one of the best compliments is that, man, the cigar, when we smoke it, smokes like it should be around the $6 to $7 range, and that above all else is a huge compliment to what we've done. I'm a great believer, and I've said this in many places that I have worked in, when I have repped, when I have been out on the field. I mean, every time I say this, people look at me and I go, "It's the truth, man." And it's simply this: you don't have to spend a lot of money to smoke a good quality cigar. I've never understood the dynamic of saying that you're spending so much money with the expectancy that value is going to equate to the quality and craftsmanship of the cigar. Being from the farm country in the farm area in Cuba, and I grew up very, very poor. I'll be honest. I mean, Mike, and again, you have your experiences of growing up, but I never really ever saw any of the guajiros or any of the farmers comparing back and forth with each other how much money they had, spent on buying a cigar. I mean,
no, that's mostly
insane.
That's mostly an American thing that happens.
And again, it's okay. I understand,
A lot of it has to do with the old adage, keeping up with the Joneses kind of thing. Trying to make stuff look good. Some people, it makes them feel good. I don't know.
Well, here's the thing also. And this is not to downgrade the other side of the coin. Mike, I think it was a year ago, you brought us some fantastic Padrones, 1926s. You were in the Maryland area.
Yep.
Baltimore? Where were you about?
No, Southern Maryland.
Waldorf area. The Waldorf area, which, by the way, apparently it's a hotbed for fighting cigar lounges on there. I've heard that there's like a guy who put out a hit on another guy. I mean, it's hilarious to listen to these things. So, but Mike brought some Padrones. He got one for Seamus. He got one for me. He went for it, and we smoked them. And it's not to say that those cigars, because their price point, are not good or they're not bad. On the contrary, it's a completely different animal.
Right.
They are absolutely sublime. The same thing with the Fuentes.
The only difference I've noticed in smoking a cheaper cigar or a more expensive is it may smoke a little bit smoother.
Yeah, you know what?
And that's about it.
Well, I love you dearly, and I want to say yes to that very, very much so, because I do understand why you're saying
there are some people that would say that you get different flavors or better flavors, but I don't have that kind of palate.
And that right there, part of it is something that I want to just, again, this is not to say that my $2.20 cigar is better than, no, on the contrary. I am never going to say that. Let me go on record saying I am never going to say that this cigar is the equal of a 1926 Padron or the equal of a 888 Sun Grown or hey, Sterling, what's going on, man? All the best to you, young man. Glad you're watching. So there's a lot that honestly creates a difference between this cigar and those. But here's what I am saying. If you are so inclined to say, you know what, I want to buy a good quality, well-priced cigar that I can readily get whenever I want it, well, I'm offering that. That's what I'm offering. I think that when we put it on the website and we tell everybody, hey, our biggest problem is keeping it in stock, because every time it comes in, it just blows right out.
Yeah, because it's got good flavor, good smokability, it's smooth, everything. And most people, especially nowadays, with the holidays and everything else,
you want to save a little bit of money, and
they can afford it.
And here's the other thing: you want to save some money in some things so that you can buy some other things elsewhere. For example,
you can buy your PS5.
Oh my God, hell no! I PS5. Did you hear that? Sí, pero imagínate, PS5, that is too expensive. Why does Pedro sound like he's from Mexico? Sorry, Pedro. Anyways, Pedro's not from Mexico.
You're making him sound that way.
Yeah, he is from Hialeah. And for those who do not know, Aguafango y Factoria, which means
he couldn't have come by way of Mexico.
Well, yeah, there could have been that. Pedro escaped Cuba, crossed the Rio Grande from Mexico, and then finally made it here to North Carolina, apparently. But let me tell you this. If you're a Cuban and you grew up in Miami, you'll know what I'm about to say. But I want to tell, okay, so Hialeah, back in the days, was predominantly, and this is just for the fun, anecdotal aspect of why I named him this. Hialeah was pretty much where most of the Cubans went to. It was the poor side area of Miami, very working class. I mean, it was rough. It was
very, very blue collar.
Yeah, and then some, and blue collar and rough neighborhoods.
Okay, so sort of like the south side of here.
Yeah, yeah. But imagine that on a enormous scale.
Okay, so about like Charlotte.
Yes, all of Charlotte can. Okay, so but we used to say Hialeah, Agua, Fango, y Factoria because those were the three things you could find all throughout Hialeah, which was water, mud, and factories. That's what it was famous for.
Well, I knew the aqua part. I didn't know the mud and the factory
Fango,
part.
yeah, I mean, because literally it was just for many, many years, that's all that anybody could associate it with. You know, when you went to Hialeah, you know, there was a ton of factories and it was just trashy, muddy, and then little by little it's gotten a lot. But I mean, today is completely like you'd never know that 50 years ago that's what was there. That's what it was famous for. And then, of course, you know, Pedro de Hialeah, which means Peter of Hialeah for the non-speakers. I was like, you know what? Why not? It's something funny. Mike wanted to call him Pedro Chavez. I'm like, we're not naming him Chavez. I can tell you that much. Chavez.
Okay.
Are you okay with that?
The irony with it. The irony.
See, brother, I am okay. I am okay with it because you know, in my country, shut up, Pedro. Pedro keeps talking all this weird stuff. But
they used to race cars in Hialeah too.
Well, yeah. I mean, and also the Hialeah racetrack, also famous for the horse racing and some of that. There was a guy that, if I'm not mistaken, and this was soon after I left Miami. This was a little bit over 10 years ago. I'm trying to remember. His name was Chris
Christopherson?
No, there was a very famous like party promoter, and he took over the Hialeah racetrack thing and converted it into like a really high end event place,
like a rave place,
something like that. Again, but you know, my raving lunatic days are beyond me or behind me. But back to it again. I mean, I know that a lot of times folks are like, you know, they go into their cigar shops. I always say, you know, don't be afraid to ask. Not just, you know, what's, you know, the new, the high end, the boutique, the different. Also, to stretch your buying power out, see if they have a house blend. Ask, hey man, do you have a house blend? Do you have a cigar that you recommend that is economical, that is well crafted, that's got a good flavor to it, and that you guys, you know, support it heavily? 9 times out of 10, those cigars are going to be roughly between the $3 to $6 range, and
not bad.
No, and they can give you a lot of great smoking satisfaction. So don't be afraid. You're not going to look like a guy who is cheap. On the contrary, it's going to make you look like you're a savvy, knowledgeable smoker, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Nowadays, with everybody's money sitting tight.
Well, and on that happy note, I was telling you. This morning, I went to one of the local supermarket chains here. It's called Ingles. I don't know if you guys have ever heard about it. Ingles. I don't know how far north or south it is, but it's a great supermarket. I love going there. And I was at the register. You know, that when you see those magazine racks right by the registers, I casually looked at this, and it was unique because it had Time magazine. Not the one that we showed you yesterday. We didn't want to take a picture of it, but Time magazine on the cover. It had it's one of those like limited issue Time magazines. Had on the cover President elect Joe Biden. I always thought that they do something with their ties, but he looked like he was going to a funeral parlor. I mean, he was wearing this black and white tie, and I mean, it was like, I said, man, Jojo, you need to
spruce it up.
Yeah, I mean, it just seems so morbid. I was like, well, again.
So were you looking for something to frame up on your wall?
Well, no. I would have framed the other one. Then, but see, it was up here, and then way the heck down there, Life magazine on the cover. Jesus Christ! I'm like, wow, Jesus, you need to. You lost several magazine positions to Joe Biden. That was like hilarious. But here's the funny part about it. Hey, look at that. Pops used to race cars. Hey, look at it, Spencer. Everybody, it's Spencer. He is reaching out and he's watching us on YouTube. Be safe. Be safe. You watch what you're doing. But the cost of that magazine was $17.99.
$18.
18 American dollars for a bloody freaking magazine. What? When was the last time that you bought a magazine that was that much? And I
didn't. But I mean, doesn't seem unusual because when you have
like normal prices.
Well, for especially things like when Mother Teresa died,
Princess
died,
like a special edition.
Yeah.
Well, Joe Biden's still alive. I mean, hell.
Yeah, but he was the most popular. He got more votes than anybody else.
Well, here's the thing. I wonder if they're doing this so they can go ahead and maybe pay off for the campaign, or something. I mean, it was hilarious.
Well, Time didn't do it.
Do you think Joe Biden dresses himself? I don't know, but I'll tell you what. Great question, Sterling, because I'm looking at the cover of Time magazine. He looks like the Grim Reaper. I'm like, he's got this black suit on, a white shirt, and this black and silver tie. I'm thinking all that this mofo needs is
that was probably for the
size.
That was probably for like 9/11.
I don't know.
Because he went to a 9/11 memorial in a black suit.
That could have been it. But again, I always thought that the president's usually is a white with a red tie, and it's the classic Navy suit.
No, the red tie generally signifies that they are Republican.
Okay, or the blue, right? So, but it's usually
and purple's supposed to be somewhere in between, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, but here's the thing, though. They normally, I've seen a lot of the guys. They do the classic dark navy suits. I mean, we start looking back.
Most of them. I mean, you're very rarely you're going to see a president in a pinstripe suit.
And then if they always have these power ties. These I know it's the red, the blue. I've seen that. Then there is variations on that, which is the red stripe with white. I mean, different variations. But I was like, what the? He looked like he was the Grim Reaper on the cover of Time magazine at $18, beating out for a spot at the top of the rack. Jesus Christ! I'm like, and by the way, the Life magazine with Jesus on it was cheaper. What do you think about that? He goes, yo no sé, yo soy católico. He says he's Catholic. It's okay. It's gonna be all right.
Life magazine needs to raise their prices.
I think I'll tell you what, man. Mafia.
Mafia-like.
Very. I was like, maybe he's, Joe Biden Gambino, or something like that.
I mean, he's probably going to feel that way somewhere along next year.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Hey, listen, real quick, podcasters. Thank you very much for dealing with the insanity. One more time, I'm sorry for the on-start, the music and stuff like that. I apologize. We just had a little hiccup. We're coming up on the last minute and 10 seconds with podcasting. So you can follow us on Spotify. You can follow us on iTunes. You can follow us on Google Podcasting, Breaker. I think there's another one called, I called it the other day, Radio Free America, and it's not that, but it's something along those lines. Right. I keep forgetting. We're on 7 different formats. If you Google the name Los Tres Maduros, you can find us pretty much right now on multiple platforms. So I'm very, very excited about that. We're now on Twitch. We're on Periscope.
When did you get a Twitch?
I've had a Twitch for quite some time.
Did you?
It's a nervous thing.
Yeah.
But Duncan, let me go on the show sometime, brother. No, there's an age limit. There's a requirement. Yes, Sterling, absolutely, man. Anytime. But you were lost for almost a month and a half. He placed an order for some.
Well, I mean, he does like the sweet tip cigars. So
he does.
That could be the problem.
Well, he finally came to pick up his order of acid cigars.
And he smoked more than a week.
Wow. Well, there you go, Sterling. And again, we're coming up on the last 15 seconds on the podcast. Thank you very much, everybody, for having listened to this craziness. It will continue. Find us on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitch, on Periscope as well. So thank you very, very much. And we're going to continue here. We're going to continue here with you guys. Yeah. Sterling, by the way, Sterling came when he came to pick up the cigars, and we got to talking. Now, I don't know if you guys know this. This young man that I keep referring to, he's a great, great kid. He is a videographer as well.
Oh, I'm sorry. He did it in 2 days. Smoked them all in 2 days.
Lord bless it, Sterling. So,
well, Sterling, there are 3 more here that you can finish smoking.
Yes, we got 3 more at least. You know, or order another half a box or a full box, whatever heck it is. I got you, man. But the neat thing is that when he came, I showed him a little bit of the setup, and he liked it. He gave me some really, really great ideas. Sterling has done videos, and he's got a good eye. Again, like most of these young kids do. But I'm super excited.
They were all looking through an iPhone.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm telling you. But these kids nowadays, Mikey, they can do some amazing stuff on their computers and on their phones. I mean, really, really neat. Let me go ahead and save this episode. So like that, I'll be able to finish that with the podcast. Was good. I got it last time. The previous 2, I didn't do it, but now this will help me save it.
Right.
So you're gonna come tomorrow? Well, I'll be here tomorrow. And by the way, starting tomorrow, gauge your time frame. I'm gonna be here till 4, and this is actually now the segue as to the second half of the show, which is one of the things that I was Mike already knows, and some of you guys actually who are watching the show on Monday. You already know, but we're going to go a little bit now deeper for informational aspects that I may have missed on Monday. So, Mike, I told you I'm going to push heavier right now the online and web presence.
Yes.
We have actually been doing far better off-premise, which means, in the virtual world than we have been doing here physically. It's a great little spot. It's a great little location. Mm-hmm. But we're going to close down for the last half of this year here so we can transition properly.
The last half of this month.
The last half of this month. Yes, absolutely. Thank you. So we can transition seamlessly into a fully virtual environment. We will become 100% a virtual store. We will take all of our shows and, again, just completely do them in a studio. We're going to have our own location with sound, with videos on a higher level. And that's why I'm excited that as Sterling comes tomorrow, I can pick his brains. Yes, sir. The chair recognizes the non-Joe Biden supporter. Go ahead.
Are we going to be doing events next year?
So contingent upon this whole COVID
thing,
yes, absolutely. So,
because I'm sure people would like to come and see your happy, shiny face.
Well, I'll tell you what. One of the things that I'm looking to do is collaborate exclusively with. If you catch the magazine from right up there, if you don't mind, Full Throttle. Yep. So my rep is Doc. And I just ashed myself. So Full Throttle magazine, it is the only magazine for bikers, I think, in the whole of the Carolinas and possibly the Virginias. So I'm excited to say we're gonna be heavily working with them to go out to these great bike events and even some non-bike events. We just want everybody to understand this. It'll be contingent upon COVID. If it's available and we can be there, yes, and we're going to advertise heavily. Hey, you can find this. There is a couple of projects, hopefully by summer. I'm going to just push it out to the summer, by summer, that we're going to be doing events outside of the state. I can't say yes because I don't know what's going to happen. But since Full Throttle is very strong, very active in North Carolina, we're going to focus first working within the North Carolina area. So afterwards, we'll see where else we can go. But the idea is also to condense what we do physically here into a format that is far-reaching. I think that for the Monday show, we had 300 views for that. That's fantastic. Thank you. We had well over 1,500 people reached. So I'm excited about that. Our numbers are growing thanks to you guys. On YouTube, I'm not a big YouTuber, but little by little, we're growing it. Believe it or not, we're one away from 110 subscribers. So if you're out there and you haven't subscribed, please go to YouTube, subscribe right there. Look, it says it on the Doña Noli Cigars page. Like it, subscribe, hit the notify button so you know when we're on, and we'll let you know everything that's going on. One of the things that we really want to stress by going virtual is we want you guys to have a greater input as to how you can have a say in the development of this brand, of how you per se can say, you know what, guys, I've never heard you talking about this. Why don't you do a show around it? We might do a show that, you know, again, I know Kevin. Hey, Kevin Thompson, how are you doing, man? Kevin Thompson, recently in the hospital for chest pains. He was going to be on schedule to be here tonight. We just want to say, how are you? What's going on, man?
Hope everything is good.
Yes, absolutely. Let us know that you're doing good. You have a lot of love, a lot of people that care about you here. So that part and parcel is that we're able to reach out to a lot more people this way. You know, it doesn't matter where you're at. Like Asier Abad is in Spain. James Kirk is in Puerto Rico. We got great people from Mexico that were watching us just last week. So this is a platform which to us feels a little bit better for you. So that's what we're going to do.
You'll see the doctor tomorrow.
You're still there. So you're still in the hospital. Man, we're praying for you. Get better. We love you, big guy. We truly do. And health above all else, man. Health above all else. So that's what I think the Doña Noli brand itself is going to move away from the physical footprint and transition possibly by early next year into a full digital platform. We'll have an enormous, and I mean enormous, website. So everything that we have never been able to carry in the store will be on the website.
And how many different brands are you repping right now?
Well, we want to say thank you first and foremost to the ones that supported us so much for the past 2 years. One more time, that was Dr. Gabby Caffey 1901, Behind the Stogie Road, GTO Cigars, Hiram and Solomon. From the onset, we had guys like Felix Mesa, which is El Galan. We had Karen Berger. We had 50 Caliber. We had so many great people that from the onset were there for us. So we're going to be going back to them, and we're literally going to build up the website around these amazing, and I mean that wholeheartedly, amazing brands. So no shop, I think, in essence, can carry everything they want to carry physically. But virtually, we will develop that. I'm excited about that. I think it's going to be fantastic. There is also an affiliate program which we will tie into. So all of these things are going to be coming up very early on next year. Just keep that in mind. It's a tough decision sometimes to think that you know, when you shut down a physical location, that you're like, oh man, well, you know, guess what? I did it April. And I was doing deliveries for all of our customers that were local as far away as.
And you're still going to do the same
thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I was traveling as far away as Albemarle to make deliveries, and that's about a good hour away. So not a problem.
So your delivery area is within an hour's time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to like, you know, say, hey, you know, if you're like, you know, but if you tell me, Duncan, I'm one of your regulars, I'm supporting you, place the order online. I'll make sure that you get it. As soon as it comes into my grubby little nicotine stained hands, I'm going to make sure that it gets out to you. So we will take care of you 100%. So there's a lot of benefits right now, currently, with the state of affairs in the United States with coronavirus and everything that's going on with shutdowns,
and possible more shutdowns.
You know, so we need to, as business owners, and I'm not going to say I'm an entrepreneur. I'm more like a get it done, manure, you know, kind of guy.
Manure what?
No, not manure. Although every now and then I'm like, good God, I stepped in it again. But the idea is to make sure that we as a brand are not dependent upon a physical location when we can be growing virtually. You know, I've always believed that in my dream, in my hopes, that the Doña Noli brand of cigars does not limit itself to just the shop. I think that we've shipped as far away as California, this cigars. So I'm excited about that. There are programs that I'll be able to better handle, better focus my time on virtually. In other words, you know, on the phone, on.
Yes, Sterling, you will be completely virtual.
Yes, I'm going to be completely going virtually. I'm going to be predominantly just online supplier. So that's why.
But he can still deliver your cigars to you because
right.
you're local.
Now, again, Sterling, if you're one of my regular guys, you know, like, and you know, I know this kid and I adore him. He said, "Hey, Duncan, I'm going to stop on by. Mike's going to be stopping by the new studio and the new office area. So we're going to be basically still here. We're still physically here. We're going to have a presence. We're going to have a location. The licenses are still full on. We're still a business entity.
Location.
Correct. So the idea is to streamline all overhead that is not necessary and focus that into something that can really then grow the brand properly. That is the goal.
Yep.
And sometimes, you know, you gotta, what do you call it? For us, I don't even know what I want to say, is you gotta trim the fat so you can get lean and mean and stuff. I hate saying that.
So you're dropping back and punting.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there you go. Drop back and punt. What do you think about that? He goes, "Yo no sé, me gusta el soccer." He likes soccer. I have no idea. So yeah,
stupid round ball.
Pedro loves soccer, so what are we gonna do? You know, it's him. But that's sort of why the next 2 weeks here to wrap up the year, we're gonna originally wanted to take the last week off and spend it with the family, as I mentioned on Monday. So I'm gonna really then say, you know what, this Friday officially, we're gonna just close out for the year. We're gonna just close out for the year and begin that transitional process. So when we do come back stronger the first week in January. Actually, I'm going to say like this because, you know, since we're Catholics and we're Cuban, in my family, well, but I mean, in my family, have you ever heard of the January the 6th is when the three wise men is, you know, the traditional festivities for that? Okay, so for Latin Catholics the world over, we really don't stop or don't end the traditional Christmas holidays until after January the 6th.
Okay.
So that gives me 3 weeks to transition properly, spend time with the family, and really get everything done the right way. So that when we do come back 100% for you guys, it'll be as like, oh my God, you know, we didn't miss out on anything. Everything is still the same, if not bigger and better now. And again, keep in mind, on the website, we don't even have currently right now, we don't have asset. I mean, we don't have Drew Estate. We're going to have Drew Estate. We're going to have Fuente. We're going to have JC Newman. We're going to have
all the stuff you couldn't afford to carry.
Everything that we wanted. And we just, because of size and financials, we couldn't. Well, now it's going to be on the website.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that. I'm really super duper excited about that. Audio sounds pretty good, by the way. Well, you know, thank you. I was singing in here earlier, you know, like me. No. Just checking. You know, so, and, you know, it's really about brand development for the next year, for the next level, in my opinion. I will try to see you tomorrow. I can pick up my 2 bundles. Did you mention how awesome the deal is? I did. I actually said it earlier. As a matter of fact, it's a fantastic deal. So you do a buy one, get one half off.
For $80.
$82.99.
So $83.
80 for 50 cigars. How super duper exciting is that?
You can fill up a humidor easily with that.
And that's it's actually already on the website. So when you go there, you go to Doña Noli Premium Cigars House Blend, buy one, or BOGO, and boom, there it is. You can have your pick of the Robusto, the Toro, the Torpedo. You can mix and match physically on site. On the website is you get 2 of each of those.
Okay.
You know,
so in the little comment section on the bottom where special instructions say you want to mix and match.
If you want to tell me, hey, Duncan, I want to do that, because it's the same price from, say, I want maybe a Robusto and a Toro, let me know. Otherwise, when you place the order for a Robusto BOGO, a Toro BOGO, or a Torpedo BOGO,
you're getting two.
Exactly.
Of
So
those.
there is a comment section. Let me know if you want to. Hey, I like the Robusto, but I also want a Torpedo. I can do that. Not a problem.
Right.
You have more flexibility physically. Just keep that in mind. And one of the fun and exciting things is by restructuring and refocusing, we will be stocking a heavier amount of the Doña Noli brand of cigars. So like that, we don't run out, which is, again, it's a good problem to have.
Yes, very good problem to have.
We are looking at possibly, I don't know, maybe end of January, mid-January, we should have an inventory that at any given time, whatever you want.
So just in time for racing season to start.
Just in time for the raisins. Not raisins.
Racing.
Oh, racing. I thought it was like raisins.
No, like cars and stuff. Cars and
stuff. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, does that sound like a negative? I mean, I hope not.
No.
I think it's restructuring. We're all restructuring.
So it's kind of like a Chapter 11 situation.
I have no idea what is it.
Basically, companies file Chapter 11 to restructure.
And then come back.
Okay,
well then, yeah, we'll call it that. As a matter of fact, today I was at Lake Norman Coffee. I had a meeting with our good friend Andy, which is the gentleman who roasts and has put together our Doña Noli brand coffee. So we had a fantastic meeting. Let me just say it like this. We're going to be doing something really super duper special also. More to come on that, but we had a really, really great meeting. And Andy is, again, an entrepreneur as well. Mm-hmm. So we talked for about an hour and a half, man, and I'm super stoked. There is going to be a collaboration for a coffee-infused cigar. Just putting it out there. Mm-hmm. I got already some that I wanted to do an experiment on. So we did about 100 of them. But he gave me a brilliant idea, and I'm not going to tell you guys I can't because, then you guys.
And you managed not to hurt yourself.
Yes. I mean, so, hey, look, it's Kerry behind it. What's going on, big brother? All the best to you. So, I'm really super stoked about what Andy talked to me about. I mean, this guy knows coffee. I mean, he knows coffee. So. We're going to be using it's called a Q-rated bean, which means, and he explained to me the different dynamics of ratings. When you go to this type of rating system, the coffee is rated the exact same way as fine wines.
Okay.
So
did not know that.
I didn't know that either. I was like, wow, dude. So I'm excited about that. I didn't even know you called. I have had my phone with me all day long, and I haven't seen a phone call from you. Actually, I haven't really seen anything in quite some time. I'm sorry. I apologize. Busy nonstop all day long. Actually, I was in a meeting this morning, and I went to a couple of different customers as well and clients, visiting clients. So, Dickens, what's going on, man? How you doing, brother? Thank you very, very much for jumping on board. James Kirk, the captain of the USS Enterprise. Oye, me Roberto, ¿cómo tú estás, mi hermano? Yo sé que siempre no hablamos cuando tenemos que hablar. Tengo un proyecto en mente. Tenemos que hablar. Es algo que creo que va a ser muy beneficioso para nosotros dos. So I'm just saying, Robert, we need to have a conversation. My good buddy James Kirk from Puerto Rico.
Yes, we do need to do more.
We need to do more drags. Yeah, we need to dress and drag. And no. Yeah. Again, but there's a lot that's going on right now with brand development and another level of where we want to be at. So I'm super, super excited about this. Again, making the right connections, the right partnerships, very, very important. Mm-hmm. And I think that, again, everything is a process. Sometimes, like you said, a step back and punt or whatever that.
Yeah, drop back and punt.
Drop back and punt.
It's a football analogy.
Yeah, which not
the round one, but the little oblong one.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, no, soccer. He said he likes soccer, man. He loves soccer. Well, this is my good buddy today, Pedro de Hialeah. For those who are watching.
I still like Chavez better, though.
I know you like Chavez, but he doesn't.
You
like,
know the irony of it.
but Chavez is a communist.
I know he is.
Okay, he's not communist though. Pedro is not.
It's an inanimate object.
Yo no soy comunista. He says he's not communist.
It's an inanimate object that you're talking for. So how do you know whether it's communist or not?
He's not. I know he's not. He's a good buddy of mine. He's not. He's anti-communism completely.
Do we need to have you checked?
No.
Okay.
I literally, you're gonna find out the same thing that everybody has known for a while. I'm nuts.
Yes.
But again, you know what? It's funny. Here in North Carolina, the past 2-3 weeks have been really interesting. I watched the news in the morning. I've been watching businesses in the downtown district of Charlotte, even in smaller town environments. Everything it looks almost like that word dystopian, which is that, like, those like dark futures where you don't know how they got there, but very, empty streets, businesses shut down.
Yeah.
It looks so freaky. It's like mind-blowing. I mean, it's just
How you doing, Oscar?
Communism Stinks, Cigars Don't by Rocky Without Amen. Oscar Rodríguez. Oscar, mira, para que sepas, este show está hoy patrocinado por uno de nuestros hermanos. Today, our show is, of course, sponsored, and we say that because of all the support and love that they have shown us, and it's the least that we can do. So, this show, of course, is always brought to you by the fine folks of GTO Cigars, Hiram and Solomon, Tabacalera Coffee, Viajante Stogie Road. These are some of the best brands out in the industry right now. Super duper excited about that.
Brands that have stuck with you through thick and thin.
Thick and thin. Thick and thin. I'm telling you, if you guys are not smoking some of these brands, or if they're not carried currently at your local B&Ms, start asking.
That reminds me, I need to get some painkillers.
So I'm super duper excited about that. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, Oscar, para que tú sepas, siempre estás apoyado por nosotros en lo poco y lo mucho. We will always support these brands in the little and a lot that we can. So that's really why I wanted to say that. Y Puros by Kirk. And of course, cigars by Kirk. You can't go wrong with cigars by Kirk, man. So me va a hacer falta el logo de tu show también, porque quiero ponerlo aquí también. I definitely want to have, James Kirk's logo, so we can put that on the show as well, because his support, and I'm going to say like this, even folks who just shared this show, thank you. Mm-hmm. That's sponsorship right there. That's support. And we definitely want to say thank you for that. Some of those brands have sent cigars. Some of those brands have said, hey, man, this is for you. Smoke it during the show and help us put the word out there. So it's a quid pro quo of a lot of love and respect right there. So keep that in mind. Of course, also with us right there, Kerry. I mean, the Stogie Road Edición 35. Friggin', he is the barber pole king. The man is a beast at it. The Big Tony is out. He's got the Sandala, which is San Andres and Candela wrapper barber pole. Just amazing smokes. The Sweetgrass Gringo, which you have a box of. Actually, you bought several boxes in the past year, if I'm not mistaken. Well, yeah, Sterling says, Charlotte must have a lot of Coopers. I mean, it's one of those things. The man won the election by over 250,000 votes over his opponent. So, who knows? I'm not a politician. I don't do that, the polls and stuff like that. But if he won by such a wide margin, who knows? I'm gonna use this to light again. Yeah. So we can go out on a good note of good smoking.
Yeah. It's fine.
And by the way, if you're asking, we are smoking today the Doña Noli Robusto, and that is a Doña Noli Premium House Blend in a Robusto format. It is a natural. It is all hand rolled, long filler, Nicaraguan puro. Super duper excited. You can find it on the website. The bundle is only $55, which ends up making this cigar $2.20 for all of that I just said. And there's also a buy one get one half off deal that we're running as well. So
$83 for 50.
$83 for 50. He took the words right out of my mouth.
And you can mix and match. Just be sure and put it
yes.
in the comment section on your order.
If you want, let's say, a Robusto and a Toro, a Torpedo and a Toro, just let me know what you guys want so I can go ahead and do that. If not, it'll be 2 Robustos or 2 Toros or 2 Torpedos. So just let me know. Either way, you're not going to go wrong.
No.
Oye, cuídate mucho. Take it easy and have a good night at work. He's a nighttime worker. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Sorry, I can be. Hey, listen, Spencer. We got Pedro de Hialeah.
Yeah,
it's all right, brother.
We were beginning to think that you don't like us.
Yeah, no, man. I did shower. I mean, I've been sprucing up lately more and more.
Maybe you need to change cologne or something.
That's probably it. I gotta bring that. I was telling Mike, I gotta bring this cologne in. I found it. I'm trying to remember what the heck the name of it. I think it's called Cigarro or Cuba, something like that. But it looks like the ugliest damn thing. But it doesn't smell bad. I mean, I like it.
We'll see.
It's horrible looking. It's like you're like, who the hell's gonna spray this crap on? I did. Oh yeah.
I don't know if you said this or not, but Oscar till Christmas, he's sending for any 3 cigars you buy from GTO, you will get 1 free.
Well, let's put it out right there. This is direct. This is a news breaking bulletin. Look at that. From Oscar Rodriguez, owner of GTO cigars, because those who know smoke GTO.
And it's not going to be a crappy cigar that he sends you either.
Oh, hell. Dude, let me tell you this. I'm going to say this. I'm going to put it out there. If Oscar Rodriguez ever makes a bad cigar, I quit this damn industry. That man has, I've been smoking GTO cigars for years. I have yet to smoke a bad GTO cigar. I don't even think he can do that. So look at that. For any 3 cigars you buy from GTO, you get 1 free and not a crappy one. Just to reiterate that. Not a really good one. You know, it's going to be one of the good ones. Yes. There you go.
He always makes good ones.
He does make some very, very good ones. Let me see. What else? Sterling, how many cigars do you guys think you smoke a day? Good question. How many cigars do you smoke, Mike, normally?
1 to 2, actually, because I work in an office and can't smoke them.
Okay. Then quick question to anybody out there. Most folks assume or think that I smoke a crap load of cigars. And the guys who know me
know that your mother smokes them for you.
Yeah, I mean, I do about, at the most on a heavy day, 3 to 4 smokes. My mom is on the same level as Oscar Rodriguez. Oscar smokes about 10 cigars. My mom, if she could, she'd give Oscar a run for his money. Because, Oscar is 10. I'm around 3 to 4 at most. Average. Like, this is my first cigar of the day.
Yeah.
But my mom smokes on an average 7 to 8, easy. A heavy day, 10 to 12 cigars. I mean, comfortably. Mike says he does about 1 to 2 on off days. And sometimes we may have a day that we smoke a few more than others.
With this upcoming 2 weeks where I'm off work, I might smoke more than that.
Now with these 2 weeks that he's going to be off work, Mike and I are going to be hanging out a lot more, whether you like it or not. Dale duro. Pedro says, hit it hard. I don't know why. He's Cuban. They say things. He's from Hialeah, man. Water, mud, and factories. That's all you got there.
And inanimate object.
It is. No. Oh, yeah. I couldn't. Yeah. Never mind. So I was going to translate, but, he don't want to know what he's saying. Listen, everybody, I want to say this before we begin the wrap up. We got a couple of minutes left. Change is good. Change is something that I read a book years ago, and it became required reading for Fortune 500 companies. In my life, I've never would have figured that such a book could be such an impact in these big companies. It's called Who Stole My Cheese? And it's based upon a children's book. Basically, it's like thinner. It's like thinner than my pinky, maybe 20 pages. And it's all about how change sometimes is scary, but you need to pursue it to grow, to adapt, to get bigger, to get better. Sterling says you smoked 9
in 2 days.
I'm sure you you need to buy more cigars, Sterling. You need to buy
Yeah,
more
like
cigars.
I said, there's 3 more acids in there.
So every time I've had to change or redirect what I'm doing, it's a scary situation because there's an unknown factor beyond that.
Because you can't tell the future.
Well, actually, I can. I got a guy who does that
You
stuff.
actually believe that?
He sits, he gets a teacup, and at the bottom he reads tea leaves. Oh, he's good.
Tea leaves and rat bones.
The only thing he cannot nail is those 6 winning lottery numbers. Come on, I say, come on, man, give me. I said, Ramon, give me those numbers, and he goes, "Hey, I'm trying, brother, because the power of the saints and the alignment of the stars is not working." He can do it all, but just not
sure
that.
You're not talking to Pedro over there.
Desgraciado, ese soy yo. He goes, "You sack of shit, that's me." See, I'm sorry, Pedro. I'm sorry. I'll be here tomorrow till 4. So just keep that in mind. To anybody who wants to stop on by, Michael Carter, Sterling. But listen, at the end of the year, I'm going to just say one more time. Change is okay. It's scary, but it's okay. We are looking to partner up. Thank you, Lord, for putting these people in my path with some amazing people. I'm not saying beyond this what's more. I'm going to ask always that, you guys put some prayers in there for me and that you wish me well. I wish well for everybody. I think that 2021, God willing, should be a lot better than 2020. I mean, because if it's any worse, then I'm expecting the asteroid or the aliens.
Remember, we got 2 more weeks.
Yeah, I know. I saw the meme. It was hilarious. But by the way, I don't know if I'm a Netflix fan. I'm addicted to Netflix. I saw a preview for a movie called Greenland with Russell Crowe. I think that's no, not Russell Crowe. The guy who Gerard Butler. Okay. Gerard Butler.
Because the 2 are interchangeable.
Yeah, they're all identical to me as far as all you bearded, strapping hunks of Hollywood. You all look the same to me. But apparently the premise is, and if you've seen it, don't tell me anything. I'll be in tomorrow at we'll be here at 9 in the morning, 9:30-ish. So apparently it's asteroids are destroying the world. Take it from there. I thought it was just like it looked like a damn remake of 2012. Remember that movie with
that had to do with
John Cusack and stuff like that?
You're thinking more of Armageddon.
Yeah, well,
because they had to blow the asteroid was coming to Earth.
Well, you're gonna love this. Imagine, if you will, you take Armageddon and 2012, combine them together, and then their love child is this movie. It's called Greenland. I'm telling you, it's probably the stupidest thing ever, but I've got to see it because I'm addicted to these weird movies like that.
I mean, you did watch Hangar 1.
All of season of Hangar 1, and it's got to be the best thing I've seen. And don't mind me, I'm nuts. But listen, everybody, thank you very much. We still got a number of shows ahead before the year wraps up. But very happy to say that next time you see our mugs, including maybe Pedro, Jalea, claro que sí, it'll be from our new studio. Some things will be very similar. Some things will not. So I'm excited to say I'm very happy about it. I'm looking forward to it. So thank you, everybody. Yes. I can never say enough that, man. Thank you. And let's see if I can, let me see, which one is it? Let's backtrack. All right. Yes! No time for losers.
No.
We are the champions.
We have to.
Yes, baby, right there. Take us out, Freddie Berkey. Look at that there. Well, hopefully not, because that's enough. That's enough, Freddie. That's enough. God bless you. God love you wherever you're at. Mike, anything for the folks?
Smoke well and buy lots of cigars.
Yes, smoke well. Buy lots of cigars. Buy a few. I'm okay with that also. 10-ish. Michael Carter. Yeah, that's about right for me. 10-ish. Yeah. Instead of 9, I'll closer to 10-ish. It's a Cuban time thing. Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Smoke well. We do. Take care. Have a good one. God bless you all.